Good morning, viewer. Dean here. Here's the most amazing news. Yeah, our brains. Our brains are constantly making predictions about our surroundings, enabling us to focus on and respond to unexpected events. A recent study explores how these predictive processes functions during consciousness and how it changes under general anesthesia. The findings support the idea that conscious thought relies on synchronized communication between basic sensory areas and higher order cognitive regions of the brain, facilitated by brain rhythm in specific frequency bands. Previously, members of the research team at the Power Pickwar Institute for Learning and Memory at MIT and at Vanderbilt University had described how brain rhythms enables the brain to remain prepared to attend to surprises. Yeah, cognition. Cognition oriented brain regions, generally at the front of the brain, use relatively low frequency alpha and beta rhythms to suppress processing by sensory regions, generally towards the back of the brain, of stimuli that have become familiar and mundane in the environment, that is, your co workers' music, etc. When sensory regions detect a surprise, that the office fire alarm, they use faster frequency gamma rhythms to tell the higher regions about it, and the higher regions processes that at gamma frequencies to decide what to do. The new results published in October in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences show that when animals were under propofol induced general anesthesia, a sensory region retained the capacity to detect simple surprises, but communication with a higher cognitive region toward the front of the brain was lost, making the region unable to engage in its top-down regulation of the activity of the sensory region and keeping it obvious to simple and more complex surprises alike. What we are doing here speaks to the nature of consciousness, said co-author Al K. Miller, Pickwer professor in the Pickwer Institute for Learning and Memory and MIT's Department of Brain and Cognitive Sciences. Propofol general anesthesia deactivates the top-down processes that underlie cognition. It essentially disconnects communication between the front and back halves of the brain. Amazing. Behind this exclusive report.